Van Halen is by far one of the best rock and roll bands of our time. They came on the scene and just blew it away, whether it was playing a bar gig or playing Shea Stadium. They opened up for Kiss and upstaged them on Kiss's own tour. But they had the energy to burn and talent that just flowed like water. With all of the things that they accomplished in rock and roll, one of the things that to some was the strangest indeed was they were one of the beginning bands who began the process of unusual contract riders on their concert tours. High-profile musicians like to make all sorts of wild demands about backstage setups at concerts. For example, Kanye West reportedly requires a barber's chair, and Mariah Carey insists on 2 vases of white roses. Once Van Halen began headlining shows, it gave them a little more power to dictate the things they wanted for the band so that they could be more comfortable. These included things like a cheese tray and vegetables freshly cut, as well as fruit and hot drinks, right down to how many lemons they expected, which was 12. I would imagine this list became an art of refinement as they fine-tuned it until it was just the way the band liked it. Other supplies the band required was 48 large bath-sized towels, 12 Reese's peanut butter cups, and 1 large tube of KY jelly. Not going to go there, boys. Now, you would think that there would be a caveat of the contract, but no, the KY jelly was not. The thing that made the contract famous was the fact that they asked for a large bowl of M&Ms, and the kicker was that they didn't want to see any brown M&Ms in the bowl. Now, sure, you may jump to conclusion about the M&Ms and saying that this is just silly, too much. Now the band is just being a bunch of jerks or something like that. But to the band, it was somewhat of a litmus test to determine if the contract rider was actually red. The reason it was so important was the band, as they developed more and more stage show, had quite a bit of lighting requirements and special things that, if not set up properly, could cause problems and safety concerns or damage the equipment or the arena itself. David Lee Roth explained in a 2012 interview, the Bowl of MMs indicated whether the concert promoter had actually read the band's complicated contract and met all the technical specifications. Van Halen was the first band to take huge productions into tertiary third-level markets. Roth explained in his 1998 memoir, Crazy from the Heat, we'd pull up with 9 18-wheeler trucks full of gear where the standard was 3 trucks max. And there were many, many technical errors, whether it was the girders couldn't support the weight, or the flooring would sink in, or the doors weren't big enough to move the gear through. For that reason, he wrote, the contract rider read like a version of a Chinese Yellow Pages because there was so much equipment and so many human beings to make it function, and the insertion of random details like brown M&Ms clause served as a little test. When I would walk backstage, if I saw brown M&Ms in that bowl, Roth wrote, we'll have to line check the entire production because guaranteed you're going to arrive at a technical error that they didn't read the contract. Guaranteed you'd run into a problem. So some people still think it was just the pompous famous people pulling power strings to get what they want and make it tough on the little guy, when it was a sound business decision to make sure things were done right. What color M&M would you have them remove for your show?